But last time we were talking with Jinxie, and we were talking about how like she had encountered the Tenmataro, and he I don't know, went out the window or flew out the window. I don't remember exactly. It was just yesterday, but so we were mid conversation. Maybe this will help me. Wonder if it's the same Tenmataro Jinxie saw. Oh right, it was in the newspaper that they saw a flying guy, which is weird. And then I also had that thought that the Amazing Ninetales was actually Rex QB, but we still don't know for sure yet. But anyway, here we go. Can you tell me more about the Amazing Ninetales? Jinxie works at the Alderman's Manor, so maybe she can shed some light on this. So, no one knows the Amazing Ninetales' true identity. Which, I mean, seems like it would be the Alderman, but... Uh-huh. They say no one's ever seen him without his mask. Doesn't that make you want to know even more? I mean, maybe he just wants to hide his identity, I don't know. That's why matches where wrestlers try to expose their opponents are so popular. Wait, you mean expose as in strip them naked? Apollo... Shouldn't you know? Okay. No! You even think like a demon! The only thing the winner removes is the loser's mask. Come on, Apollo, you should know better than this. To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. That's why their masks are more important to them than life itself. I don't think it's quite that important, Jinxie, but okay. I think to them their life is probably more important. So, you see, these unmasking matches are life and death battles for the wrestlers. That means this mask didn't just happen to wash up along the riverbank. Oh, yeah, no shit. There's got to be a story behind it. No one can stop the Amazing Ninetales. Bet she'd be shocked to find out he's really the Alderman. Okay, so Apollo's figured it out. Okay. That's good to know that you're... Okay. I mean, it makes sense that the ex-wrestler or former wrestler thought of the idea for the Ninetales against Tenmataro to be a wrestler kind of figure, because that's kind of weird in its, like, Tenmataro looks just like Tenmataro in the image. I don't think they... Oh, whoops, the image is here. They didn't change it. And the Ninetales is supposed to just be a Ninetales, but he made it a wrestler, which is a very interesting choice. About the yokai you saw at the scene of the crime, anything else stand out? Actually, I heard this strange jangly sound. So, probably like I thought last time, the... What's he called? The caregiver? Caretaker. The caretaker, I think, is in on it. Cahoots with the other guy. A jangly sound? Can you be a little more specific? My memory is kind of fuzzy. But I vaguely recall seeing Tenmataro holding a staff oh, never mind. A staff, okay. Maybe that's what was making the strange sound. I mean, it looks like it could definitely make a jangle sound. The jingle jangles. Does Tenmataro usually carry a staff? Good question. I've never heard anything like that, and it's not shown on the scroll. I was actually just about to check the scroll, because I wasn't sure. Maybe I could check this out too, but this looks like the other arm is missing, so we can't really tell. And then this one, he's not carrying one, so far we don't have any proof that Tenmataro is holding said staff at any period of time. How about in other documents? Any of them show Tenmataro with the staff? This is the only known document depicting Tenma. After all, those who needlessly depict the demon are forever cursed. Oh, okay. I don't want to be cursed. Then, what's the deal with the Tenma you saw, Jinxie? So, Yokai Legend Scroll updated in the court record. The soul document, so now it's the soul document showing what Tenma looks like. It seems those who foolishly choose to depict the demon are cursed. Okay. So now we have a statement from Jinxie as well. Jinxie's eyewitness account of the demon in the hallway near the crime scene. She says it fled toward the foyer, which I don't remember what I said exactly yesterday, but it really makes the caretaker quite suspicious, because he says he was there at the time of the murder, and he was there with Damien Tenma's aide, right? So that would mean that they were there. And I mean, we know who did it in terms of looks. And my assumption is that the guy who did it is also the aide. We haven't confirmed that yet. We haven't officially met the aide yet, is what I'm saying. So, why didn't you tell me you saw Tenma earlier? Actually, Mr. LaBelle told me not to tell. I mean, of course he would tell you not to tell. He's probably in on it, the whole thing. Mr. LaBelle? Papa's aide. Okay. Oh, right. The other guy who was supposedly in the foyer at the time of the crime, which makes him mighty suspicious, mind you. And what exactly did he tell you? Keep the village superstitions in mind. Before you go talking about seeing Tenma at the time of the crime. Village superstitions. Wait, I feel like I wrote something down about that. There's a diabolical plot. It was a conspiracy theory that the mayor, which is her father, was trying to do something. I don't quite remember the exact wording, but that was a conspiracy theory. They say you must not gaze upon Tenma. Oh, right. But in the event that you do look, and then tell anyone what you saw, Tenma will claim your soul. Oh, that's a different one. Okay, never mind. I was wrong. I mean, it's still something. It was a conspiracy theory, said something, right? And that's something everyone here knows? Sounds like a bunch of baloney to me. Uh-huh. Everyone from babies to the village elders know about it. But I didn't, because I'm not from around here. Oh, loophole. Hey, come to think of it. She's from a different town. Huh? Why is everyone hiding their faces? Oh, right. Oh, right. So everyone was hiding their faces because you couldn't look upon Tenma. Yet we see in the scene here, Jinxie hasn't covered her face. But it might also be because she keeps those talismans, those charms or whatever on her forehead that's supposedly supposed to keep him out of her head. Her in general, I guess. It's supposed to protect her anyway. The guy at the special event thing said almost the exact same thing. Okay, maybe that wasn't... Well, anyway, that's just something I've noticed anyway. Apollo, do you think this LaBelle guy actually believes in Tenma? I seriously doubt it. He's not even from Ninetails Vale. Or whatever. Well, he's probably just using it for his own benefit, honestly. Is what I think. Then why would he try to keep Jinxie from talking? Because he's suspicious. Good question. I think we'd better go have a word with him. Time to unmask this monster of a mystery. The last time I saw Mr. LaBelle, he was relaxing in the foyer. He was there? But we were there. Okay. So we gotta go back. That's fine. Alright, the QB Manor foyer. There's no one here. Guess our luck isn't so good when it comes to Mr. LaBelle. maybe he's out for a walk or something. Somebody left something on the sill of the caretaker's office window. A TV program guide. I'm looking at it right here. Tenma Town Pro Wrestling Howling Wolf versus Pretty Boy Vampire. Blow by blow commentary by Timothy Twilight. Okay, here. Hold on. Okay, so let's look at our full cast here. Okay, I need a new page of my little notepad. Hold on. Alright, so at the scene of the crime, we have Rex Cubey, who is the alderman. Okay. Then we have Damien Tenma, right? He is in the other chair, and he has been hit on the head with a statue, while he has been skewered by a spear of some sort. Now, in the foyer, we have Mr. Filch, Phineas Filch, right? And we know he has some sticky fingers, but I don't know if that's relevant at the moment. But anyway, here he is. And then we also have Florent LaBelle. Now, we haven't been introduced to this guy yet. However, my theory is Mr. LaBelle is actually is the guy we saw in the beginning. I think he's the killer. Now, judging, we know Mr. Rex Cubey was a former wrestler. He was a former wrestler, right? And we know what was it? Amazing Nine Tails? Sorry, the Amazing Nine Tails, I'm sure, is Rex Cubey. The Amazing Nine Tails, right? I'm gonna make the assumption here that Pretty Boy Vampire, right? I think Mr. Florent LaBelle is maybe Pretty Boy Vampire. Now, I don't know for sure yet, but he's definitely not Howlin' Wolf. And I don't even know if he is in the wrestling scene at all. But I just have a feeling that Mr. LaBelle is Pretty Boy Vampire, and maybe that is part of the motive for killing Rex Cubey, if Mr. Rex Cubey is actually the Amazing Nine Tails. We don't know for sure yet, but I mean, come on. Looks like someone circled a pro wrestling match. We're just looking at the thing, Mr. Filch. Oh, Mr. Filch, what can we do for you? I bet she was going to scream monster, which really isn't much of a stretch. Wow, this is so mean. Though he is a thief, kind of. Wait, what'd he say? Ain't nothing I need you to do for me, but what business do you have with my TV listings? Oh, no, it just caught my eye. I mean, it's literally just on the sill. We were just having a little look-see at it, you know? Can I ask if you watched this pro wrestling program today? Yep, 'twas a match between a couple of rank amateurs, though. Okay. I wonder if Florent LaBelle isn't here because he's on the match. It was a complete disaster. I reckon even I could have done better than that. I seriously doubt that. Oh, so he took it. TV listing. TV listing. Let's take a look. Okay. What is this? Married a yokai, repeat episode 8. Wait, you're really humans? Peekaboo, I found you, yokai of the Amazon. Join the hunt for Tofu Taro, a high-protein yokai. Oh, these are some interesting shows you got here. Okay. Almost forgot. There's something I wanted to ask him. Mr. Filch, did you see anything unusual around the time of the murder? For example, Tenma Taro or something like that? Oh dear, hello. So you did see him. My, how clean and shiny your forehead is again today, Mr. Lawyer. Don't. So you definitely saw him? Nope. Don't change the subject. And FYI, that was a seriously bad attempt at flattery. That kind of was shitty. Jinxie says she saw Tenma Taro flee toward the foyer. So you must have seen him too, if you were here. Well, I mean, it's obviously you know something now. I mean, you could have been like, I don't know what you're talking about, but no. Wow, I really pushed a button there. Well, did you see anything or not? Oh, who's holding? Who? Okay, please don't stroke the flower like that, sir. Thank you. Oh my god. How can you not be Mr. Pretty Boy Vampire? Come on. That is quite enough. I must ask that you not pester my friend anymore. What the fuck? And you are? I am Florent Lavelle, your beau divine and personal aide to Mayor Damien Tenma. This music is really making me... It's reminding me of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Stop touching the flower like that! Oh my god, look at that! Jesus, okay. Well, whatever. Beau divine? More like yokai grotesque? Oh my god, what? This place is crawling with monsters. Oh, don't excuse me? What the heck was that for? Dude, your mouth. It was just a little cologne. You had a look of stinky sweat about you. Dude, if you sprayed that onto my face, I'd be sneezing up a storm right now, like crying. Please don't do that to people. That's not good. It's from my own original brand of cosmetics called Je suis le Belle. Oh my god, really? So you're a narcissist. Oh, what a heavenly scent. Ugh. I think you just paralyzed my olfactory receptors. Oh, laughing, I see. I suppose such a scent would be difficult for a peasant to appreciate. What a fucking piece of shit. I'll have you know, that is brand number 5. Dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's my way of introducing myself. Enjoy. I don't want it. I don't enjoy it. Where's my bottle of adieu so I can return the favor? Enough about the cologne. Please tell us what you saw around the time of the murder. This guy makes me very uncomfy. I don't want to talk to him though. Look at him. And I don't mean his face, but just like his overall presence. Can we... God, okay. Well, why did you want to keep Jinxie quiet? I heard you're the one who told Jinxie not to mention that she saw Tenma Taro. Why that little? So she told you she saw that demon, did she? Yeah, because we're the law team that's gonna help her father. Oh my god, okay. Mr. LaBelle, do you mind if I... Oh my god, voice, excuse me. do you mind if I ask whether you believe in the village superstitions? Oh, please, I was merely trying to keep with traditions. Nevertheless, I will say this. I wouldn't stick my nose into this whole Tenma Taro business if I were you. Bad things happen to those who do. That much is true. He is one scary monster. Which means you are probably the one in the suit, but it doesn't explain what was flying. So I don't know. That's crazy! You really expect me to believe that monsters are real? Well, you're real, and you sure look like a monster. Fuck off. Get that smug smile off your face, you... Look who's talking! Calm, Apollo, calm. What the... Wait, I missed that. You didn't see Tenma Taro. Ah, okay. Little Jinxie has an active imagination. Isn't that right, Phineas? Stop touching the flower. That's right. I didn't see nothing, especially not Tenma Taro. Which means he saw it. I mean, your reaction earlier just proves that you did, but okay, fine. Whatever. As for me, I only see things of beauty. That's why I can barely see you. This motherfucker. I like voicing him though, it's fun. I got 2 words for this guy, total freak. Fuck this guy. Okay, honestly though, the whole business with him stroking and probing and the way he's like caressing that flower is like, I mean obviously it's on purpose, but like, come on. Please stop. Okay. Could I ask you what you were doing at the time of the crime? In other words, you'd like to hear my alibi. To think you'd suspect me of all people, you look the most suspicious. Oh, no, it's just a formality. We ask every... You know that... could be a form of assault. Like, dude, what do you... Stop attacking me with perfume. My allergies can't handle it. Hey, Crow, what's up? How's it going? Oh, this clown. I know, this... I'm already, like... this... God. How dare you doubt me? That's an affront to beauty itself. Stop. Also, I'm not crazy. I've been saying this like since I met him, but I'm not crazy, right? Like the way this guy strokes and touches the fucking flower is really disturbing. LaBelle feels like one of those I'm gay but I'm also homophobic. Oh my god, those kind of people. Yes, he does, doesn't he? Oh, I hate him so much. Stop spraying me with that. You obviously can't see straight. Ugh, like that spritz really helped. What were we doing, you ask? Go ahead, Filchy. Filchy? Ugh. Answer the question. At the time of the crime, we were, in the Sia foyer. Well, that's suspicious! You were in the foyer! Where the thing, like, flew out. Like, come on! Okay. Exactly. Good answer, Filchy. Good answer. How is that a good answer? Just repeating what you told me. You said quite enough. What is with these two? Great, now he's got me talking like that. We know Apollo's queer, seeing straight is not a requirement. Exactly! I don't want to see straight anyway, fuck you, dude. Are we quite through here? I'm a very busy man, you know. Right. Well, thanks for your help. Not. So these two were in the foyer, but didn't see Tenma Taro. Come along, Filchy. practice them statements, eh, Mr. Filch? Alright. You're going to dig your own grave with that big mouth of yours someday. Yeah, and you're the one that's gonna dig it, apparently. With the way things have gone already. What does he mean, practice statements? Now, if you would excuse me, it's time to touch up my makeup. You have enough. It looks flawless still, my dude. You don't need to touch it up at all. That's what it... LaBelle seems like he doesn't think poor people should vote. He's such a shit. He really is that kind of person. Apollo, I know this sounds strange, but Mr. LaBelle seems unusually preoccupied with Tenma Taro. Yeah, no kidding. Really? How can you tell? Well, it's kind of hard to explain. You see, I can read people's emotions from the tone of their voice. You mean you have good ears? Something like that. People's emotions are expressed in the tone of their voice. And my ears can pick up on even the subtlest of tones for some reason. That's an interesting skill. But what do you mean he's preoccupied with Tenma Taro? I'm not exactly sure, but it was like he was obsessed with the thought of Tenma Taro. That's what I picked up from his voice anyway. I wonder if it's like something to do with Tenma Taro being the what is it? Enemy of the Amazing Nine Tails or something, but I don't know. Everywhere we turn, it's Tenma Taro this, Tenma Taro that. We should go talk to the mayor too. Sounds like a plan. We need to get to the bottom of that rumor about him wanting to release Tenma Taro. Oh right, that's what it was. That was the conspiracy theory. Okay, now I remember. Oh, automatically here. Cool. Something wrong, Apollo? Where did your enthusiasm go? What am I doing asking the mayor if he has ever thought about releasing Tenma Taro? At best, he'll think I'm an idiot. At worst. Ugh. Oh, he's here. I love this guy. He's so sweet. It's so finally nice to meet you. I'm Mr. Justice's partner, Athena Sykes. I'm looking forward to working with you, Mr. Tenma Taro. His name's no. Oh. Yes. I look forward to working with you too. He didn't say anything about the Taro part, but okay. Glad he didn't mind Athena calling him by a completely wrong name. Apollo, he's just as kind and gentle looking as I'd imagined. Really? I mean, he looks awesome, but lucky for you after that blunder you just made. There was something I wanted to talk to you about. There are rumors going around about how you want to, or did, set Tenma Taro free. What utter nonsense! Yikes! Dude, he's done this already a few times. They always assume the worst of me because of the way I look. But those rumors don't have a shred of truth, I tell you. Aww. That sucks, though. Well, I mean, if you've been talked about all the time about the way, how scary you look, and like, how that's the only, like, they're gonna assume you did something because of how you look, of course he'd be touchy about it. What he really needs to work on are his people skills. Oh, I don't know about that. Maybe a little bit, but I don't think he's that bad. My heart goes out to all the big dudes in Ace Attorney that are just trying to exist. Yeah, like, what was it? Will's Powers? Dude, he was such a cutie. Like, a big softie. And everyone was going on about how scary he looked and how I don't know if they said how gross he was, but I feel like I remember something like that. Or like he wears a mask not to scare the children. That made me so sad. Because he's such a big sweetheart. Will Powers is such a sweetheart, and everyone who's mean to him makes me sad. Exactly. He doesn't deserve all that hate. Like, come on, dude. He's so nice. Man, I miss Will Powers now. He was so nice. So, rumor has it that you want to push the merger through in order to release Tenmataro. Of course, that's a bunch of baloney, isn't it? Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. Sorry if I offended you. So that's the talk around town, is it? I can see how that would make you angry. What if Jinxie's schoolmates start teasing her about this? Look, he's such a sweetheart! No! I love him so much, what the hell? Huh? I must break out of here at once. Her tormentors must be taught a lesson. No, okay, that's not the way to go about it, but your heart's in the right place. No, wait. First we have to get you a not guilty verdict. Don't try to stop me. This is about a father's duty to his darling daughter. Hold tight, sweet Jinxie. Daddy's coming to save you. Aww. Relax. We'll look out for your daughter until we can get you free. Is that so? You don't need me to go straighten things out myself? Oh boy. They'd probably call in the SWAT team if he showed up at her school. That's so mean. He doesn't look that bad. I mean, if he came to her school while he's like publicly like a criminal, maybe there would be some, not SWAT team, but you know, like that involved. But in general, I don't think so. I feel like he should befriend the Kitakis. Oh my god, what's his name? Hold on. I can't type on this right now. No. Not Walkie. Winfred. No. Well, Winfred, but Big Wins. That's what I was trying to think of. Big Wins. He was so cool too. God, I loved him in his super cute apron with the bakery. Yes, it was so cool. He was also a sweetheart. I mean, to be fair, they were formerly a legitimate like crime like family, you know, Yakuza, but he's a big family guy, you know, and they're so sweet. Oh, right. I ought to ask about the reason behind the merger. Alright, so why did you want a merger? I'm confused. Seems like you were rather forceful in pushing for the municipal merger. Did you really want Ninetales Vale that badly? Yes, well, it's quite an attractive prize in terms of tourism. Oh, we're back with this. Wait, am I feeling what I think I'm feeling? Sure, I played a bit of hardball, but only when I deemed it necessary. I knew it. My bracelet's reacting. What is it, Apollo? See, Athena, listen, you might have your own little superpower there, but Apollo has one as well. Didn't need the sixth sense for that one, no. Mayor Tenma may not be telling the whole truth. Really? How can you tell? People invariably tense up when they lie. That's where my bracelet here comes in. I can sense when the person I'm talking to is feeling tense, because it begins to feel tight on my arm. No way! You can do that? Wait, so you believe me? Just like that? I mean, if she didn't believe you, that'd be a little bit hypocritical, I think. Sure, each of us has our own special gifts. Excuse me. Oh yeah, Athena has a gift too, her special sense of hearing. Still, what do you think the mayor is lying about? I don't know, but it's our job to find out. It's been a while since my bracelet last reacted like this. You mean like a whole year, maybe? Let's see if I still remember how to do this. First, I touch my bracelet. With X, okay? Right. Now let's give it a whirl. It's been a while, but I got this. Okay, so our bracelet superpowers. Time to perceive. I've seen artwork of this where Apollo's like in the courthouse and his eyes are just like bugging out, and it's so funny. I love them so much. Like, he just looks absolutely silly in the courtroom. Yes, I remember this feeling of intense I can't speak. This feeling of intense concentration. The ability to see the smallest twitch, the slightest frown that no one else can see. Now, Mayor Tenma was lying somewhere in that statement he just made. And when he lied, a certain habit made itself clear just under his right eye. Oh, so they're just gonna tell me what it is. At least that's fine. This mechanic is still difficult, but at least it's a bit easier in this game. Okay. That's good to know. Because in the last one, you really had to like search every single thing and then look around all over just to find the smallest detail. I mean, some of them were easier than others, sure, but... Right eye, okay. I just have to shift my viewpoint up and focus on that area. So, just check his right eye. Oh, it's twitching. Alright, I've got him now. His nervous tell should appear when he's trying to pull the wool over my eyes. I've got to pore over every word he says and wait for it to appear. And when it does, I'll perceive it. With X. Yes, well... It's quite an attractive prize. Okay, well... It's quite an attractive prize. Okay, well, in terms of tourism, this doesn't seem to be the reason why you want it, but... Mr. Mayor, please, you can trust us with the truth. The truth? I don't understand. When you mentioned tourism, the bottom of your right eye started twitching. What nonsense is this? So what if it did? Please, tell us more about your merger bid. What more is there to tell? Why were you really seeking to merge with Ninetales Vale? I already told you. Tourism. I wonder if it has anything to do with the fact that his wife was from there. Or I think Jinxie's mom said something about... or Jinxie said something about her mom being from there, but I don't remember for sure. The monster craze really revitalized the village, making it quite the prize. You really don't trust us, do you? What are you talking about? The village has been hot property ever since the monster craze started, has it not? I think you've yet to realize that what you're saying contradicts the facts. You say that the monster craze really revitalized Ninetales Vale, so you felt it would be an attractive prize for its tourism, but what would contradict this? I don't know. I don't know. What would contradict the fact that it would be an attractive prize for its tourism? Photo of the hero who sparked the monster craze and saved Ninetales Vale from becoming a ghost town. Oh, it was this one. You felt it would be an attractive prize for its tourism, but what would... Well... are we contradicting that it was the monster craze? Or... here, hold on. Wait, let me... Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna try this. Here. The monster craze in Ninetales Vale is a very recent phenomenon. It was sparked when the amazing Ninetales rose up against the municipal merger. Save scumming, my beloved, exactly. The village was practically a ghost town before then. Oh, okay, so that was right. Okay, good. The save scumming might not have been necessary, but... I needs it. So, you see, you couldn't have possibly seen it as an attractive price for its tourism. What's the real reason behind your push to merge Tenma Town with Ninetales Vale, huh? Well, alright, tell me. What is the truth? Why did you want to merge? Maybe you wanted the flowers? Or something? I don't know. Are you ready to tell me the truth now? Honestly, I never wanted to pursue the merger in the first place. Oh. But I had no choice if I wanted to protect my darling little Jinxie. Wait, what? Okay, hold on. Didn't want the merger. Really? So he didn't want the merger. Oh! Hold on. Sorry. Okay. So he didn't want the merger in the first place, but had to if he wanted to protect Jinxie. And he went there with his aide. Oh, God. Okay. So I still think it's something with the aide. Mr. Lebel or whatever. Protect her from what? I received a threat. He said either I go through with the merger or my Jinxie dies. What the actual fuck? So maybe, okay, I think that Florent Lebel, because we know he killed the alderman. We saw in the beginning, he did the thing, whatever. Mr. Lebel sent the threatening message to Mr. Tenma here, Mr. Damien Tenma, so that he had to go through with the merger or else Jinxie would die. So he goes to the merger with Mr. Lebel. They get drugged, I think. I don't remember if that was actually like verified, but I'm gonna assume they were drugged by probably Lebel, and then he killed the thing, whatever, Rex, and then all this shit happened. And now Mr. Tenma is getting framed for all of this, so I don't know. We'll see. What? How awful! Who would do such a thing? Apparently Lebel. I don't know. But whoever blackmailed me must be connected to the murder. Wait, so you think the blackmailer and the killer could be one and the same? Yeah, I think so. Alderman QB was immensely popular, so you have to ask, who would want him dead? The pretty boy vampire, of course. The blackmailer who wanted the merger at all costs and had all the motive in the world? Or had all the motive in the world, But why go from blackmail to murder? The merger protest won't disappear just because the alderman was killed. Oh wait, could it be? What if there was another reason for the murder? Like what? Maybe the blackmailer discovered Alderman QB's secret identity, and his secret identity was a threat to the blackmailer's merger scheme. Oh my god, merger scheme. Oh my god, English, please. I have evidence revealing the Alderman's secret identity. Maybe it's time to use it. Wait, the mask? Hold on. So, we have the mask. It had white hair inside, so we're assuming it was the Alderman. And we know the Alderman was a former wrestler, though now I'm assuming he's not former anymore, because he brought back the popularity with the Amazing Ninetales. But it seems like with this image, he's also still like an actual wrestler. I don't know. We have this, where there's like Tenma Town Pro Wrestling, Howlin' Wolf versus Pretty Boy Vampire, and I have a feeling I know who Pretty Boy Vampire is, because who else could it be, honestly? And it's circled, and I don't think, you know, Howlin' Wolf, I don't think he's Howlin' Wolf, so, you know. Well, he's former now, because deceased. I mean, still, but even before that, he was former, I feel like. But, I mean, now he's truly former, you're right. Anyway, whatever. Do I present it to you, or... I don't know. I mean, you could look at it. Mayor Tenma, please take a look at this, if you would. That's the Amazing Ninetales' mask. What is the meaning of this? It washed up in a river, I don't know. This mask was almost definitely at the scene... Oh my god. At the crime scene. And there was some white hair inside. White hair, you say? There was but one person with white hair in the manor that day. I mean, it was pretty obvious, but... You know which man I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about Rex QB, the Amazing Ninetales himself. No way! Really? The Alderman was impossible. Wait, come to think of it, Alderman QB was a former pro wrestler. So the blackmailer turned killer when he discovered the Alderman's secret identity. Didn't I just say that? Anyway, but yeah, the Amazing Ninetales was a threat to the blackmailer's scheme. He opposed the merger, and as a result, single-handedly sparked the monster craze. Even so, what was the mask doing at the crime scene? There had been an event at the manor, and maybe Alderman QB had taken part in it, if you get my drift. This is absurd. Mr. Mayor, do you have proof of the threat that was made against you? It disappeared after the murder. I had been carrying it around in my briefcase, but now it's suddenly vanished. Which means the LaBelle probably took it. The blackmailer must have taken it with him after they killed the Alderman. Well, at least we've clearly established the killer's motive. Did we? I mean, kind of. Oh. This sucks. Oh, bye. I mean... He did also take the... He opened the thing, so maybe. I don't know. All I know is there's no such thing as monsters. What about that newspaper article? I mean, how do you know there's no monsters? They're ghosts. I mean, there's spirit channeling. What about that newspaper article? Could the killer have purposefully freed Tenma Taro to do their dirty work? Oh, come on. There wasn't any Tenma Taro to release in the first place. Yes, but the only suspect the police have right now are the mayor and a yokai. Well, we'll probably be arguing whether there was a yokai involved in court tomorrow. I can already see that look of disbelief on the judge's face. No. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'll think of something. I'd better, because I can't very well say a flying demon was the killer. That's what makes this case fun to me. Are yokai real or not in this world? Exactly. Like, what if we find the killer, but the yokai was still released to cause a distraction, right? That could have been something. At this point, the only thing I know for sure is tomorrow is going to be one doozy of a trial. Oh, fun. It will be a fun trial. Yes, I would like to save. Thank you, game. Yes. Yes. April 18th, 9:15 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3. Okay. She's playing with her earring. If I had dangle earrings, I'd do that too. I kind of pull at them. You okay there, Athena? You've been really antsy ever since we got here. I'm just excited. This is my first real court case, after all. Yeah, a real ball of excitement she is. I know just what she needs. Athena! No, those are cords of steel. I'm just trying to show you the best way to relieve your pre-trial jitters. By scaring the daylights out of me? No, I find that shouting, "I'm fine!" in a loud voice really relieves stress. It's part of my cords of steel voice workout, and a must before every trial. That's right. Here, I'll go first. Then you try. I'm not screaming. I'm Apollo Justice and I'm fine. Athena, you can scream. I'm not doing it though. Nice. I think that actually worked. Oh, that's so cute. I thought it might help. Always works for me. An old friend of mine from junior high and I say it all the time. I see. A proven remedy to calm the soul. I like it. Hey, how about we finish off with a race around the courthouse? No, that just tire you out though. The point is to relieve stress, not get totally exhausted. Oh, Phoenix, you're here. What's with all the racket, you two? I like the waistcoat. Oh, Mr. Wright. Just a little voice workout. Hey, what's with the suit? What do you mean, what's with the suit? It's a nice suit. Oh, this? I was thinking about getting my attorney's badge back, that's all. Oh, right, he doesn't have it yet. Oh, this is before he got it back. I see. Still looking nice. Looking sharp. I like how the tie looks closer to Edgeworth's colors. Oh, that's so sweet. It's still a bit of a raspberry pink, but it's a little more muted. I do agree with you. That's all? That's huge news. But why now? I have a feeling I'll be needed in the courtroom again sometime soon. But we can talk about that another time. No fair. Inquiring minds want to know. Oh, it's so sweet. But wow. I like Mr. Phoenix, Mr. Hobo Phoenix in 2D a little better. I'm so used to him in his usual laid-back clothes. He's cleaned up nicely. That suit makes him look like $1 million. Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Oh my god, I cannot talk today. Ah! Okay, it's fine. Mr. Miles Edgeworth probably bought it for him. I like that Phoenix doesn't look like he's actively dissociating. That too, he looks like he just looks better mentally. You know, after all that baggage and like just 7 years of like shit just off his shoulders now. It's nice to see. He looks like he's been to therapy. That's true. It's a nice look though, I like it. By the way, have you heard about the prosecutor assigned to this case? Yeah, he's serving time, but before that, he was a prosecutor. He also uses psychology? Question mark? That's right, I heard the rumors about how he was back before his conviction. Although I'm sure sending Kristoff to jail is healing too. That is fair. Exactly. That was also very healing. He can't cause trouble anymore, I hope. Using the power of suggestion, he could make even the most stalwart defendants confess. Psychology in the courtroom? I've been hearing a lot about that lately. So, he must be a pretty scary guy, considering he's a prison inmate and all. I mean, judging by what he looks like in the art book, then yeah. Though he looks really cool, I like him. So they say. They also say he'll cut you down if you talk too much, right? The Twisted Samurai, I forgot. I knew he was gonna be bad news. It's probably just hyperbole. At least I hope for your sake. Phoenix, you know that kind of shit's not just hyperbole or whatever. Like, it... Come on. Franziska von Karma had a fucking whip in the courtroom, for fuck's sake. Wait. So, is it true or not? Just laughing off. Let's just say you should be concise and choose your words carefully. Fucking Christ, you're gonna get cut down, Apollo. If you'd like to keep that head of yours attached to the rest of your body, that is. That's murder, Phoenix. I don't think they would risk that. In the courtroom. Yikes. Better tone down my quartz of steel, too. So, are you all ready? It might be a good idea to check the court record again before stepping into the ring. Well, thank you, Phoenix. My badge. This cool picture. Warding charm. This very interesting flower. Okay. Carrying a staff-like implement that jingled, she couldn't call for help because there was no one else in the hall. Tenma Town, Pro Wrestling, Howling Wolf. I mean, she could have gone down. But, I mean, it's never safe to follow a criminal. So, you know, don't do that. But, I don't know. Right, Mr. Wright, but I'm fine. I'll be watching from the gallery. Good luck. Thanks. Bye, Phoenix. Okay, let's do this. The odds of pulling this off are ridiculously low, but that's nothing new. Believe in our client. Seek the truth. That's all we can do. Hang in there, Hang in there, Mayor Tenma. Here comes justice. I mean, if it isn't a yokai, it's the murderer, so I'm glad she didn't chase. Yeah, no, that's what I meant when I... Like, it's better not to chase, because that's fucking dangerous. It's like when you work at a store and someone steals shit at the store. Don't chase after them. It's not your job to do that. At one store I used to work at, it was fucking insane, because, I mean, there was security in the building, but they were kind of useless. And, like, if someone stole something, my manager, if she was there, she would look for them. And she's not, like, a strong, big, you know, she's, like, a thin, I mean, kind of tall, but thin, like, Japanese lady. And she would make them come back, buy the item, take a picture of their ID, and be like, you're never allowed here again. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong? Like, no way am I chasing after someone, even if they don't look dangerous, because I'm not paid enough for that. And, like, don't do that. That's ancestral rage. Yeah, it's fucking insane. Anyway, 9:30, so we've been in that little room for 15 minutes. back into the courtroom we go. But listen, don't chase after the criminal if you're not, like, paid to do so. Like, court is now in session for the trial of Damien Tenma. Apollo, why is this your outfit right now? I didn't change your outfit. Hold on. Sorry, give me a second. Apollo, go get dressed. Exactly. Like, did I accidentally change it or something? I don't know. Apollo, you were getting ready for a case. Why are you in this outfit? Oh, no. Hold on. I changed it? Yes. Okay. Alright, let's pretend that didn't happen. He just had to go back real quick and change his outfit. That is not the proper attire for the lawyer to be wearing in the courtroom. Apollo Justice, defense team leader, is ready, Your Honor. Now we're ready, you mean. You weren't ready before, Apollo. I know that big booming voice anywhere. As chipper as ever, eh, Mr. Justice? But who is the young lady next to you? I'm Athena Sykes, Mr. Justice's junior partner, and fresh out of law school. Full of beans. Oh, come on. It appears the prosecution is not ready yet. I mean, they have to bring him from the jails. Never fear, for I shall explain. It's just a minor procedural complication, Your Honor. The prosecutor for this case is being escorted from prison as we speak, which is so bizarre. Prison? It's Fulbright, not Gumshoe. I know, I miss Gumshoe so much. Here it comes. Just... Ooh, sharp. This is such a weird scenario. He looks cool though. I mean, he didn't end up in jail for not following legal procedures in court, at least. I guess so. God, I'm envious of all that hair. Dude. Who's that with his back to us over there? That's him. I'm sure of it. Oh my god, prosecutor. I almost said professor. Prosecutor Blackwell. Wow, okay. Is that a cemetery? Enough jabbering. Get on with it already. Of course, forgive me. Why are all the people related to this case so scary? Oh no, Apollo. He's not that scary though. He looks nice, I think. I like that he's still allowed to have mascara or eye makeup in prison. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, and his outfit too. I mean, we've seen with the cases that all these prisoners seem to keep their normal outfits, but... I've seen things about, like... I don't know about men's prison, but I've seen, like, women ex-convicts or something talk about how, like, they're not allowed anything. It's, like, no makeup, or, like... I don't remember what else, but like it's really bad, so it's surprising that all these characters get to keep all their shit. Not even joking, it's genuinely better than America's Law shit. Exactly, that's what I mean. It's so bad. Must we continue to fritter away time like this? It is all right there in the indictment. Indictment? I don't know. An opening statement would be pointless. Excuse me? Looks like the cat, or in this case, the prosecutor, has the judge's tongue. But we need an opening statement as an overview of the case at hand. Well then, your baldness. If it's so very important, why don't you do the honors? Who? Me? There's a term for people who whine and fuss about how they need silly, useless things. And then decide they no longer want them once it's theirs. A selfish old fool. Huh? Don't get me started on how unrealistic and unfair jails are about sending books. I can understand a ban on hardbacks or thick books, but no, it's a bunch of other random bullshit. Really? Even books? What are they worried about someone killing with paper cuts? I don't know. I guess... I don't know. This is so stupid. Let them read, for fuck's sake. There's like almost no entertainment in there already to begin with. Wait, was that the prosecution's opening statement? Also, how hard is he poking his face? Old dotards such as you are a plague upon the young. I almost said youth. I pity your poor grandchildren. Or is it great-grandchildren? Oh my god. All these years, I thought the opening statement was the prosecutor's job. But I suppose I could give it a try. Might be a nice change of pace. Judge, no! No, Judge, you need to stop letting the prosecution bully you. Oh my god. Is this how he's used? Is this the psychology stuff that we're talking about? That we were talking about earlier? What? He actually fell for that? That must have been the powers of suggestion Mr. Wright was talking about. There we go. The power of suggestion. The opening statement, let's see here. The victim was one Rex Cuby, alderman of Ninetails Vale. And the defendant, Damien Tenma, mayor of Tenma Town, is accused of his murder. And why, pray tell, was the mayor arrested? It's funny, I felt the same way the first time I played this, and now the more I think about it, I want the judge to show that he's actually doing his damn job and paying attention. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I get that the opening statement is like procedure, probably, but like, the judge should know this stuff anyway. Which I guess this kind of shows that he does, but... His prints were on the murder weapon. Plus, he had a motive. Elimination of the biggest roadblock to the municipal merger. The caretaker and the secretary, other potential suspects, both have alibis. Okay, but I mean, if it was blocking the merger, killing him wouldn't help any. And his daughter, who was also in the vicinity at the time of the incident, has no motive. He has a feather in his mouth and his movements are very bird-like. So, in a nutshell, I'd have to say the charges against the defendant are incontrovertible. I forgot what that means. Time to Google. Incontrovertible. Not able to be denied or disputed. Thank you, Google. I like to think that Edgeworth and Phoenix are watching the trial in his office with popcorn, just enjoying the judge get roasted. That is great. Also, seeing it on a bigger screen, how many layers is Black Girl wearing? Dude, are you roasting? He has his dress shirt, a tie, a waistcoat, and then like I don't know what those coats are called, but doesn't have sleeves. Wait, no, but he has... Wait, what are... So the long sleeves... What? Wait, what is his outfit? I'm confused. Because he's wearing that white shirt. Wait, he's wearing... But he... Okay, but the sleeves are black. But his coat doesn't have sleeves. But his shirt is a white dress shirt with a waistcoat. But where are the black sleeves coming from? Unless... Do you know those things that... I don't think men use them that much, though I might be wrong. But what if... A vest over the waistcoat? I don't know. But what if he's wearing like... You know those things that look like they're wearing a shirt under it, but they're not? It's just like the collar and like the top part of it. So he's wearing one of those. But under that, he's wearing a long sleeve shirt. So he has the long sleeve shirt. He has that weird thing that looks like a shirt, but it's not. Then he has the waistcoat over both of those. And then he has that jacket coat thing on top. The sleeveless one. That's the only way I can make this make sense. Because it doesn't look right. I might have to look at the art book later to see if they have a more in-depth like look at it. But that's my theory right now on what his outfit is. Because other than that, it doesn't make sense to me. Alright. Bravo, your baldness. Oh my god, dude. Your years of experience shine bright like your head. Please, I don't have the art book, but I need to know. Okay, let me check actually. I have it right here. No! It doesn't show. Like, they're different, like, outfit variations. Or, Or I wonder if the waistcoat is actually like a long sleeve. That might be it. But that's weird. I've never seen a waistcoat looking like jacket thing look... I don't know. You know what? Whatever. I like my earlier theory better. Flattery will get you everywhere. Judge, you cannot let that flattery get people everywhere. He's playing Simon Says with the judge. And his name is Simon, so it's perfect. Moving right along, let's hear from our first witness for today, Detective Fulbright. God. This guy has too much energy. I miss Gumshoe. Oh, Mr. Fulbright with the beach music. It would seem that I have been sorely underestimated. Think you figured it out. Okay, hold on. I need to take a look. Copy. Nope, that's not it. Hold on. Let's take a look. Some of the cosplay looks like a long sleeve vest. So it's like a long ass vest, okay. But the black shirt part is also long sleeve. I've never seen like a waistcoat that's like long sleeve like that. That's so weird. Like, but some other oh, you know what? Whatever. It's okay. Whatever. Wait, who's protecting who from what? Still, I truly believe anyone can turn their life around. Oh my god, stop. Fulbright, save your platitudes for funerals. Get on with your statement. Why are you so happy? Oh my god. So he has a white shirt under it, and I think he's popped the collar so the rest of the black vest that we see around his neck is the tie. What? Well, the rest of around the neck is the tie, yeah, I get that. But... huh. Oh well, I'll just chuck it up to Ace Attorney outfit. It's okay. I don't think Simon gives a shit about you, Fulbright. No, well, you know what they say. Ignorance is bliss. Oh, so that's why Detective Fulbright was assigned to Blackwell. He's so oblivious. Alright, let's, oh god. Fulbright is the kind of guy who sucks up all my social energy in like 5 minutes, and I don't want to talk to him anymore. But like, I've gotten myself stuck in the situation, so I'm sitting there just listening to a guy blabber on with all this positive energy, while I'm just sitting there like regretting my choice and starting a conversation with this man, like... God. His mouth reminds you of Pac-Man. It definitely opens wide enough to be in Pac-Man. Alright, so Alderman QB was murdered with a spear, and that had been on the wall, so that's the missing spear from earlier. The fingerprints of the defendant, Damien Tenma, were found on the murder weapon. Cool. At the time, Alderman QB was asleep from a drug he unwittingly ingested. Mayor Tenma attacked his helpless victim, impaling him with like a human shish kebab. Okay. But the sudden pain jolted the victim awake, and he grabbed a statue and struck back. That whole scenario seems very unlikely. Okay. All-white suit, what kind of luck? As a police detective as well, an all-white suit? Dude, how do you get, like, I mean, I'm sure he's had, like, blood stains. Like, which dry cleaner do you go to? Alderman QB had been slipped some kind of sleeping-inducing drug. That's right, the accused was scared because the alderman was a former pro wrestler. So he slipped him a drug to make sure he'd be out cold and defenseless. I mean, okay, but even if he was a pro wrestler, this guy is also fucking huge. So, like, I don't know why he would be so afraid, but... Vaguely remember a friend of mine saying he seems like a character that could be an Astro Boy. He does give off that vibe. Or Street Racer. That too. Maybe both. Autopsy report to prove it. Now we get an autopsy report. Perfect. Okay, let's take a look. Cause of death, stabbed with a spear. Estimated time of death around 3:20 p.m. The victim had been in a drug-induced slumber. Okay, 3:20. We don't really have a specific time on this thing. But hold on, okay. So, come on, paper. Okay, so he was time of death was around 3:20 p.m. Then we have Temataro on camera. Photo was taken at around 3:40 p.m. Right? And it was close to or like near Nine Tails Vale. What a silly name. Alright, so it's near Nine Tails Vale. So that's a whole, like, I mean, if, let's say they actually flew, okay? That's a whole 20 minutes after the supposed time of death, which is quite a bit of time. And flight, if it's close, shouldn't have taken that long, I think. So whoever was in there, there's still no explanation on the flight, but maybe I had to put the outfit on and, you know what, whatever. Anyway, something like that. I mean, wait, hold on. I want to know how Rex got on the table, though. Because I thought he was killed on the chair. Oh, well. The spear was probably nothing more than a mosquito bite to him. I don't think so. It's a spear. Not so fast. Don't try to brush it all off by saying that Alderman had been a pro wrestler. Do you really expect us to believe that he could fight back after being skewered by a spear? Never heard of the incredible feats of which man is capable of in a pinch, have you? Like the samurai of yore, wrestlers can battle through intense pain. It sharpens their senses. It's a different kind of pain, though. I used to talk about it with a former wrestler I met in the clink. Okay. I don't know. It still sounds a little far-fetched. Does it now? Then perhaps we should test the theory on you with the edge of my blade. Wait, you don't have a blade. And so your life is spared for now. I really like the animation. That was funny. Please let those shackles be made of titanium. I don't want to die. My investigations are as thorough as they are foolproof, or my name isn't Fulbright. Oh, good. Good. Buddy, dude, you don't have a sword, you're in prison. Exactly. Not that he'd be able to take his sword out, as we've seen, because of his shackles, but that was really funny. I vow to resign immediately if I ever make a false arrest. Are you sure about that? Because you're about to lose your job soon. The accused, Prince, were on the weapon, and he's the one person without an alibi. Quite decisive evidence, wouldn't you agree, your baldness? That's most of the police department, I know! Oh my god. 3/4 of the department are like gone by the end of this trial. The defendant is sounding guiltier by the minute. You cannot sentence this man to jail without... Oh my god, okay. He has the judge leaning toward a guilty verdict, and the trial's just barely begun. What's more, a curious rumor about the accused is making the rounds. It's a rumor though, fuck. They say he seeks the merger for the purpose of freeing Tenma Taro from his imprisonment. The truth be told, I can think of no real reason to show interest in that backwards burg. Perhaps he's a complete nutter and really does seek to release an imaginary demon. Either way, he is raving mad and more than capable of murdering the alderman. What? Instead of... Wait, did you... I heard he went to a blood drive, but instead of donating, he tried to make a withdrawal? Excuse me? Your baldness, please take a gander at those charms plastered across his cranium. I heard they're meant to keep him safe from a possession by the demon Tenma Taro, but he didn't have them when the murder happened. Then again... What? Perhaps he's already under the demon's spell. But he didn't... If he was worried about that, he would have had them on... here. I like the music, though. Behold! The lunatic appears poised to lunge at you at any moment. Not really. He just looks kind of stiff, that's it. The rumors and quirks of Mayor Tenma have no relevance to the case. Besides, those charms on his head, they're just a fashion statement, I think. I get Ace Attorney is trying to show Blackwell as like the worst example of someone using psychology for evil in the courtroom right now, but dude, you almost hallucinated having a sword even though you've been in jail for years. Oh, that's true. See, he's trying to get to you. He's trying to get in your head. He really is like a bird. Oh, what a dreadfully fearsome lass we have here. Thanks for that lifeline, Athena. Careful, Paulo. He has the judge dancing in the palm of his hand. The power of suggestion is one of the more powerful tools in Simon Blackwell's arsenal. He's trying to manipulate everyone's impressions to suit his objectives. Of course he is. To be fair, the judge is so easily persuaded they might not have needed psychology. That's also true. I mean, also, dude, he didn't really need much persuasion either because it's the prosecution. We know this theme in Ace Attorney. I mean, because it is also based off of Japanese court, which is the prosecutors tend to win like 90-something% of the time, which is fucking bad. But, because isn't it like guilty until like proven innocent or some shit? I don't fucking know. I don't know. I'm not well versed in their law or even ours really, but anyway, it sucks. Evidence does not look good. No, it doesn't. This guy really is bad news. In any case, it seems the victim did manage to defend himself, despite being impaled. What sort of weapon did he use again? His attack... words, please. Okay, the statue. Yeah. 2 yokai, to be exact. On one side is the 9-tailed fox, and on the other, Tenma Taro. Quite interesting, if you think about it. It's as though this very case were rendered in art. He's like samurai aesthetic, but somehow he's giving me a little bit of kind of cowboy vibes with his poses. A little bit. Like the tiniest bit. Kind of. I don't know. Samurai, but make it a bird. Yes. He has the feathers for it too. But, like, he's, I don't know if cowboy, but something. Like, Western. Anyway. Did I read this already? Whatever, it's fine. He's got the feather in his mouth. He's all leaned back on what could be like. I mean, it's the bench, but like, you know, it could have been like you're on the, what is it? The railing of like a saloon. You're like all back and. All right. The weapon used to bludgeon the mayor. The mayor's blood was found on it, but no prints could be lifted. Huh, I want to see something. So no prints could be lifted, which is suspicious. But this guy wears gloves, right? I think. Self-styled champion of justice. I don't need to look at you. Mayor Tenma's aide, he's supposedly in the okay. A brilliant former defense attorney who is supposed to be in retirement. Supposed to be. A prosecutor and prison inmate. He has mastered the use of psychological manipulation in courtroom battles. He's 28. 34. Alright. Let's go! Cross-examination. Blackwell looks awesome, though. I wish I could retire at 34. Man, I mean, yeah, like... Man, I don't mind working, but I just want to be able to live with not, like, an insane amount of work. Like, I don't mean, like, I don't want to work full time. I'm not right now, but I would. But like, I don't want to work, like, you know, some people have to work like 2-3 jobs just to like get by. That's fucking inhumane. Like, that's insanity. And like, they can't even, and even with that, they're barely making it by. I mean, depends on where you like live, but you know, it's, ugh. And housing is insane too. It's so bad. So I just, like, I want to be able to work full-time minimum, I guess. I don't know, maximum, sorry. And then live comfortably. Be able to get my rent, my food, and then have extra money for whatever the fuck I want after. It doesn't have to be like millions or like tons of money, just like enough, right? As like a minimum. If I want to work more because I want more money, that's my decision, right? But like, I want to be I just want to live. Oh my goodness, jeez. Anyway, here's the cross-examination. Alright, Alderman QB was murdered with a spear that had been on the wall. Let me just take another look at these. Fingerprints of the defendant, Damien Tenma, were found on the murder weapon. At the time, Alderman QB was asleep from a drug he unwittingly ingested. Mayor Tenma attacked his helpless victim, impaling him like a human shish kebab. But the sudden pain jolted the victim awake, and he grabbed a statue and struck back. Okay. But there are no fingerprints. Let's save scum. I know where I want to present right now, but I'm gonna press first and then I'll present. So, those weapons on the wall of the Fox Chamber, I presume those are real. Don't you think keeping real weapons around like that is rather dangerous? People do it all the time though. I don't know. No matter what he collected, the alderman insisted it be the real deal. For instance, he had a real demon's club in his possession. Really. Apparently, one of his ancestors claimed it after defeating a demon in battle. What? That's gotta be an old wives' tale. That image of Apollo with that expression just doesn't look as good compared to the 2D. I'm sorry, but it looks so weird because you don't really see the overlap of his upper lip and his lower, because like, you know, in the 2D they have like the obvious outlines, but like in this one they don't really have any outlines other than like the outer thick ones, so it's really weird. And this is the improved 3D. Yeah, that's true. It's, I don't know. It just looks a little odd. It's lacking in dimension just a little bit. Like, I can tell it's 3D, but still. Wow, look at those tears. Nothing but claptrap and balderdash, if you ask me. Now stop your bleating and tell us about the weapon. Alright, let's see. The fingerprints of the defendant Temma were found on the murder weapon. Okay. It doesn't make sense if you think about it. Prints could be easily wiped off. You do have a point there. I'd venture to say he did not wipe off the prints because he could not. Why? What do you mean he couldn't? No, I'm not feeling alright. I wish trials came with the reset button. Technically, Apollo, this trial kinda does, but you don't know that. So he says he couldn't have. But, I mean, he could have, I guess. Come to think of it, a coffee cup was found on the floor. Was the sedative in his coffee? Wait, was there really only one cup then? Because we saw in the beginning video that the mayor was also asleep, was he not? One awful way to wake up. Oh, okay. Paradise awaits fallen heroes, but the hole in his stomach would make eating a challenge. Oh, he's laughing. Oh, that's good. Oh. Says the Jester Detectives, guys. Oh my god, dude. See, Fulbright doesn't give a shit, though. In one ear and out the other. So the alderman was drugged because he was really strong? I mean, we did. Surprised the spear even managed to spear that armor-like musculature. I mean, it's still flesh, but sure. I admit I'm completely jealous of that righteous body of his. Cool. Well, he did look pretty buff. even in that suit he had on. Quite a difference when compared with a yellow belly like you. Excuse me, I'm just a small lad, okay? Chill. Stop, Athena! I move to strike both of your comments from the record. Don't call me squishy. But the sudden pain jolted the victim awake, and he grabbed a statue and struck back. Could he really have attacked his attacker after being impaled with that huge spear? Absolutely. After all, he was once a pro wrestler. That doesn't mean anything. The injustice of being drugged, then speared was answered with a righteous counterattack. Okay. But does being a former pro wrestler make him superhuman? No. No. Alright. Even though he was retired, he could still don his superhero guise in times of need. No. You need to lay off on the comic books, detective. We're talking about real life here. Setting aside the half-wit's flights of fancy, the fact is this. The court ordered post-mortem and concluded the victim moved after skewering. Did he move or was he moved? Detective Fulbright's testimony sounds airtight. No wonder he's so confident. Does it, though? No, he only thinks it's airtight. It's up to us to poke some holes in it. That part about the alderman fighting back sounds like a big hole waiting to be poked. Okay, I wanna present with this one. I don't know if it'll be right, but the fact that they're specifying there were no prints on it is what I want to go for right now. Did the alderman really strike the mayor? No. When did we question that? Okay, Apollo said yes, never mind. Your so-called justice needs to find itself a pair of legs to stand on. You claim the alderman struck back after the mayor put a spear through him. But the statue he supposedly used to defend himself creates a major hole in your theory. Yes, there are no fingerprints. There are no fingerprints. It is broken though, but there are no fingerprints. There are no fingerprints on this supposedly crucial piece of evidence. And if you look at the crime scene photo, he's not wearing gloves. You'll notice that the alderman isn't wearing gloves. Yes. I believe he is quite gloveless indeed. If he touched the statue with his bare hands, he should have left some fingerprints. Detective Fulbright, you did take that into account during your investigation, didn't you? What is that? Okay, while I do believe you did arrest the wrong man, you shouldn't change your opinion that quickly yet. Even though I would like you to, but... Well, it's just 1 point in our favor. Who do you suppose clubbed the mayor if it wasn't the alderman? Well, if it wasn't the alderman, that means someone else must have clubbed the mayor. Fulbright, but I always wear gloves, so every hero wears gloves type energy. Maybe, yeah. Wait, he wears gloves, right? Yes. Well, I mean, that... yeah. Well, I'll see again, but someone else clubbed the mayor. I mean... I think... LaBelle, after killing the guy... after killing Rex, QB, he clubbed the mayor. Maybe. Because he wears gloves. Okay, yeah, Fulbright does wear gloves. Alright, what is he gonna say that's gonna break our whole thing here? The least he could do is look at me while being dismissive. Your mind is as dull as an unhoned blade. Justice Dono, what the fuck? When did you start adding Dono? I think Dono is like a respective honorific. It's an old one. I don't exactly remember the full meaning, but it's more respectful. Justice Dono? He's been watching too many samurai flicks. It will take far more than that to cut down Simon Blackquill. A whelp such as you has no hope against my superior swordsmanship. Well, we're not swordsmen. The weirdest thing about this game, when it came out, they tried to act like Blackquill was just a samurai fanboy and not, you know, Japanese. I mean, to be fair, they probably thought Dono was weird even in the Japanese one because no one really talks like that. So he could have been like a history, like a Japanese history or samurai drama fanboy, maybe? Maybe something like that? I don't know though. Hold on. I actually kind of want to know. No, I don't want to know the meaning of honorific. Okay, hold on. I guess I'll look up Simon Blackquill then. I just want to know the way he talks. I don't want to know about his stuff. Concepts. Okay, so English version of Blackquill is characterized as a samurai with Victorian-era sensibilities, as reflected in his speech. Okay. This somewhat contrasts with the Ronin-based characterization in the Japanese version, but is meant to evoke a similar impression on Western audiences to the Japanese version's impression on Japanese audiences. Okay, so it's kind of like a samurai-esque... in either way, English or Japanese. Okay. It doesn't say anything about his speech, or the Dono part, but that's fine. It'll be interesting to see if they changed it, but in later case there are some weird lines that feel like the eat your hamburgers Apollo type energy. Really? Okay, well let's see then. I'm excited for those, that's funny. This is a trial, not a sword fight, Prosecutor Blackquill. Wait, what's his Japanese name? Oh, Yugami Jin. Okay. There's a perfectly good explanation for the lack of prints on the statue. You might recall that blood-stained cloth found at the scene of the crime. Well, it just so happens that the blood was the mayor's. So, what are you getting at? Hone your mind, boy. Why was there blood on that cloth? Solve that riddle, and you shall see that the hole you thought you found is but an illusion. Now let's see, how was the cloth used? Was it used to wipe up blood by QB as a head covering to wrap the statue? I mean, I'm gonna save, but well, it came out in 2013. I think that was the cusp, was on the cusp of when more anime was reducing the forced Americanization and localization. That might make sense. I mean, they had to keep some of it in this game, I guess, because it's too late, you know? Like Phoenix being Phoenix, or Apollo being Apollo. Like, because Phoenix is Naruhodo Ryuichi. Or like letting food be food, or katanas being katanas. Yeah. Apollo is Odoroki Hosuke. I don't know what the Hosuke is for, but Odoroki is like Odoroku, to be surprised. And then I think I wrote some of the other names down somewhere. Yeah. Kizuki Kokone for Athena Sykes. Yeah. Anyway. Localization isn't inherently bad, but if you're showing ramen, just call it ramen, buddy. If you do the work to draw a burger, fine. No, yeah, I don't think localization is bad, but some of the changes are kind of weird. Oh my god, there was one change. It was in one of the Fire Emblems. I think it was Fire Emblem If. I might be wrong. Oh god, was it If or Fates? I think they're the same game, actually. But, like, one of the characters' name, like, in the Japanese version and the English version, the name was different, but they were both English names. I don't remember which one was which. But in one of the games, it was Arthur. But in the other one was Harold. I'm like, why did you change his name? It's still an English sounding name. Why would you change it? It makes no sense to me. So, like, okay. So there was a character like that. And then I'm remembering, you know, the old Pokemon localizations where they had the rice ball, the onigiri, and they called it a fucking jelly donut. If you remember, it was like the old, really old, the 4Kids one. It was so bad. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense. I don't get it. Anyway, I mean, this one sounds more like To Wipe Blood, but if there was blood on it? Four kids trying to run One Piece, a show about trauma and violence, was wild. Right, and then they changed the cigarette, like Sanji's cigarette, into a lollipop, didn't they? Trauma, violence, politics, God, what's the word? Corruption? Yeah. It's... One character's mom dies right away. I know, it's so bad. It's... It's insane. Oh my god, localization back then was just... It was interesting. There was a whole gang of sharkmen. How did 4Kids not figure it out? I don't know. It was a whole gang of sharkmen, or fishmen, whatever, who had taken over a village, took all their, like, money, and would kill anyone who would fight back. It was insane. Okay, let's see. How was the cloth used? I mean, we were talking about the fingerprints. So it could have been to wrap the statue, but for me it sounds, I mean, I would use it to wipe the blood. Who has time to wrap a statue when you're skewered? But I don't know, I'll go with one answer and then I'll save scum and choose the other. Whatever. Okay, so that's a no. Also, how do you have grip on the cloth? I don't know. Why would he wipe down one weapon but not the other? Wait, but we're saying... No, but... They're saying they tried to wipe off... Wait, hold on. Oh, I was going under the impression that the alderman was trying to wipe off the own... I don't know. Okay, okay. I'm not gonna save scum, whatever. Give me a do-over that one on that one, please. I mean, it still makes... Whatever. To wrap the statue. Maybe the alderman wrapped the statue in the cloth, which he wouldn't have had time or to think of if he were skewered by a spear. In short, he wasn't touching the statue directly when he used it to strike back at the mayor. Okay. That doesn't make sense, though. That's so stupid. That is the stupidest shit. Apollo, don't be happy about that. Also, how the hell do you have a grip on the freaking statue with a cloth that defies logic? Not only that, like, this, again, I'm going back to the guy being skewered. Like, not only will he have not as good of a grip with the cloth, he's gonna have even worse, like, where... He's significantly weakened by that point. It doesn't make sense. Also, whatever. He just closed the hole for the prosecution. He didn't, but okay. I did? No, but it's the stupidest argument. Blackwell, that's fucking insanity. That statue wrapped in cloth would leave no fingerprints is as plain as day. But this also proves there are no holes in her theory of the alderman striking back. What? No, that's so stupid though. No! But that's stupid! This part of the case got me mad, but the rest is fine. Okay. Apparently wrapped in a large cloth on which the defendant's blood was also found. No fingerprints could be lifted from the cloth. But what? Why would he go through the trouble? I'll make sure to sharpen it next time. It's sharp enough. A particular frightening inmate once told me that. He always tenderly honed his blades before he went to work, like a samurai of yore. Enough with the samurai! Oh my god. Actually, he was working in the prison kitchen at the time. Wait, says the inmate... So the inmate was a murdering samurai prison chef? Apollo, please. I'm all about thinking differently, but this genuinely defies logic. It's just... I don't know. I don't know what else to say about it right now. Just... I was kind of attached to that hole. Now what? Apollo, I just thought of something. If they didn't find anyone's fingerprints on the statue, who's to say someone other than the alderman didn't hit the mayor with it? Like, even if it was wrapped with cloth, someone else could have done it. The only thing I can see the writers going is, see, you can get sucked into black pills and manipulation, but no. No, it just sounds stupid. Of course I'm not gonna Why didn't I think of that? Anybody could have not left prints on it. Oh my god. Then who, pray tell, struck the mayor with the statue? Please illuminate us with your wisdom, young lady. There's only one answer. The real killer. Prove the existence of this real killer then. What evidence have you? Oh, I'll give you evidence, alright. Athena, are you sure about this? To borrow your words, Apollo, I'm fine. Take a look at this. Black feathers and tracks, allegedly from a yokai, were found at the scene. I believe they're from the third party who struck the mayor with that statue. No, I mean, maybe, but also it could be someone set it up to look like someone else did it. So that way it would look absolutely ridiculous and it had to be the mayor, but I don't know. That's exactly what I'm suggesting. No, it's okay. Apollo, it'll be fine. Okay, maybe not. Sorry, Your Honor. It's just, this kid's still, well, a kid. At least I can get behind the yokai nonsense for the sake of prolonging the trial. That is true. I'm reporting this to Mr. Wright. Is this what starts the toilet duty? I believe they are a fabrication. Okay, that, like I said earlier. The real killer wants us to believe some sort of monster murdered the alderman. Interesting. And why do you suppose the killer would do that? Why indeed? I don't know. The person's a killer, they're not right already. Judge, shut the fuck up. This I'm not reporting to Mr. Wright. But Mr. Wright is in the gallery, my dude! He's watching this as we speak! Or the real killer wants us to believe someone can hit a person with this statue while wrapped in cloth? Wait, sorry. Blackwell, what'd you say? Hey fool, or hoy Fulbright, explain to this baldness what those brats are missing. You know, the who and why behind those feathers and tracks. Okay. Is it though? Apollo, no! Another testimony. Alright. Feathers and tracks. This entire case centers on one man's attempt to crush opposition to the municipal merger. Mayor Tenma panicked when the amazing Nine Tails helped embolden the protesters. So he stoked the villagers' fear by fabricating a monster. What the fuck? But, okay, hold on. Hold on. That makes no sense, though. So let's say whatever happened, the way they say it happened, happened, okay? So, the mayor spears and kills, or attacks, Rex QB. QB jolts awake from said spearing in the abdomen area and attacks after he carefully wraps the statue with the cloth and attacks him. At which point in time would the said mayor have, after being hit in the head, because he's unconscious by that point, at which point in time would he be able to fabricate the scene? You know, it doesn't make sense. I mean, someone could, maybe their argument is, oh, he did it beforehand, but then how would he fabricate the footsteps? Because those are the blood, right? Like, it's so stupid. It's stupid. But he... Okay. From a young age, the villagers are taught to fear the great black-feathered demon, and thus were they blinded to other, more plausible explanations. Come on. Hold on for a second, before we start letting our imaginations run wild. Isn't there someone else that could be considered a suspect? Could someone attack about being stabbed in the abdomen? Sure, but anything beyond grabbing shit and smacking someone is wild, yeah. On the day of the incident, there was a special event held at QB Manor. And as part of this event, there was someone dressed in likeness of Tenma Taro. Obviously, the person is a much more likely suspect than any legendary demon. Yigi Nice voice. Dullard, you are playing right into the killer's mind games. What? Listen here, the feathers and tracks were merely red herrings. The villagers believe the murderer to be the work of the real Tenma Taro. However, the police believe that the person in the Tenma Taro suit is the killer. But where would he get the suit? Wait, but he wouldn't be able to, like I said, he wouldn't be able to set it up. Okay. But it doesn't make sense. I don't get it. The innocent of heart are the easiest prey. Fuck off. Oh my god. Okay. Was this inmate a con artist? No. He was framed for the murder of his beloved. I actually felt sorry for the poor chap. Aww. Wait, so he wasn't the predator, but rather the prey? Okay. This is gonna be annoying.